Hello mga kabiyaya, we are here in our adoption space. Actually, maybe we should tell Alcer to video a few spots so that we can feature it and put clips in between. We have our cats and dogs here and they're waiting to be adopted. It's a special week today. This week, it started with the onboarding of our friend and our I'd like to call it butangeras. Butangeras, together for animal welfare. No less than Doc Alice Utlang. Welcome, former city veterinarian of Cebu.
Ako naalala ko, Rina, we were both collecting art.
Kasi they have only a short life eh.
Correct.
Okay, wag na. Baka magaya yung concept.
Oo, sa atin muna.
Thank you, Ma'am. Good morning. And thank you for, how do you call this? An baging part ng Biyaya family.
Yeah, but a lot of it's timing that you should retire.
Yeah.
You're 65.
Yeah, I'm already 65.
And it's timing that we are strengthening
Mm.
the Stray-Free, Rabies-Free Philippines 2035. And we really need to also include our brothers and sisters
Yeah.
in Visayas and Mindanao. So, Doc, you are a Visayan but also from Mindanao.
Yes,
Can you explain this?
Yes, I was born in Usami City. Then, tapos ako ng pag-aaral ng VetMed sa Southwestern University in Cebu. But before that, ang tawag ko sa akin, ma'am, NPA, no permanent address.
Yeah.
It's because when I was, my elementary, I spent it in Zamboanga del Sur, in Tabina, Zamboanga del Sur. And then, because my mama is a teacher, so wherever ma-assign siya, so doon kami. After that, there was this Barracuda time, there are pirates na mga Muslim, tawag nun, halos lahat ng barangay namin, nilusob nila. Tapos doon, after that, so nag-transfer ulit kami, no? My mom was assigned again in Dumingag, Zamboanga del Sur, still in Zamboanga del Sur. And then, pagkatapos nun, pag-graduate ko ng high school, doon ako sa Usami City na. So, nung nag-graduate ako, kapatid ng mother ko is lahat nag-aaral sa Southwestern. Yung isa, yung mga medical sila, doctor, pharmacist, may nurse, may midwife. So nung in-offer, first time nag-i-offer ang VetMed sa Southwestern University, sabi ng auntie ko, mas mabuti si Alice kasi wala tayong doktor sa hayop. So pinapunta ako sa Cebu, so doon ako nag-aaral hanggang nag-graduate. So nung nag-graduate ako, I teach in Southwestern, no? For 27 years.
Wow.
27 years then pero yung first 2 years and siguro 3 years tawag doon full-time instructor, pero after that dahil natanggap ako sa Department of Agriculture. I work in Department of Agriculture Regional Office for 14 years, no? Then I'm handling animal welfare, rabies control. I become also a quarantine officer, no? So, but when I applied, palagi lang ako hindi ma-promote, no? So, siguro, God prepared me for this position in the local government, yung city veterinarian. So, when I applied, we become vacant for how many years? So, inopen nilang position, so I applied. And sa awa ng Panginoon, akong nakuha. So, I became a city veterinarian in February 10, 2004. And then, for 21 years, so last December, nag-retire ako. But before that, sa 21 years ko, 8 years na wala ako sa office ko kasi I was reassigned. Political disease. I was identified by another group, no? Which ayaw nila sa akin. Yung sabi mo na I'm butangira, so Kasi ako pag may inuutos kayo, may sinasabi kayo na hindi ko gusto, lalo na sa mga anong gagawin, yung lalo na sa mga hayop, yung ganun. Mag-ano talaga ako. Magsabi ako na hindi 'yun ang tama. So, 'yun. Transfer ako, no? First, pero imagine in the whole world, if you gonna kahit i-google mo, no veterinarian became an executive director of COSAP, meaning Cebu Office for Substance Abuse Prevention. Asan ka? Veterinaryo ako nag-handle niyan. Kaya,
What did they classify the addicts?
Kaya nga, ma'am, when nalaman ng mga kasamahan ko, mga vet dito, kahit dito sa Manila, sabi nila, ha? Si Alice andyan sa COSAP? Ano ba? Na-addict bang mga aso doon? But you know what? It's ako ang veterinaryo, no? Sinalang doon. Sabi ko ng former mayor na baka nakalimutan mo ay ma-veterinarian. Sabi niya, no, alam ko Alice, kahit saan ka ilagay, kaya mo. So doon,
Who was this? Who
Mayor Mike Rama that time. So doon niya ako inassign. So at first, imagine, 2 lang ang tauhan ko. So what I did is, tinanong ko, anong ordinance, meron ba yung ordinance dito para makita ko kung ano ba talagang function ng office. And imagine, I was awarded by Tito Soto, no, Senator Tito Soto, because our consultant that time, because he was the tawag doon, yung sa drug prevention si Tito Soto, then I was recommended by attorney, who's the late attorney Clarence Uminal, because he knows I'm a veterinarian, but I opened the outpatient rehab. No? There's already pala in Department of Health, but it's only me who really initiate to have it implemented. Kasi ang sabi ko, bakit hindi lahat ng mga nagamit ng droga dapat ilagay mo sa rehab center? Pareho ng mga aso or tao, 'di ba? Magpunta, i-check mo muna kung may sabi niya, may sakit ako. Hindi lahat pa-admit. Mayroong pwede doon lang magresita ka lang dahil ipadala doon sa bahay nila. So yun din ang inisip ko sa mga nag-take ng drugs. Hindi lahat ng nag-take ng drugs are addict, no? So doon nag-offer ako ng tawag doon, We Care program. So those mga hindi pa masyadong malala, doon sa We Care program pumupunta. So may mga doon, mga recovering addicts din na nagko-coach sa kanila. Then meron ding religious aspect, yung ganon. So doon ako kaya nabigyan ako ng award. Kaya imagine a veterinarian introduce that to people or using drugs, di ba?
Maybe that's what we should do for the DOH.
DOH right now is doing with the PIDEA and...
No, I'm saying veterinarians in DOH. Baka ma-solve pa yung problems doon.
Baka pwede. Pero ako, I was, tawag doon, sa bata pa ako, I was trained by my father. My father is a farmer. Pero his principle, his wisdom, grabe. Doon ako siya ang baling idol ko. So, bago siya namatay, no, mga high school siguro or college ako, sabi niya sa akin, Alice, the only way that we can face anybody, kahit presidente or whoever, mayaman siyang mayaman, but if you're doing good, they cannot do anything against you. Yun ang niya. So yun ang pina-follow ko. So kaya nga butangira ako. Kay pag alam ko na hindi tama, talagang sasagutin ko.
Butangeras unite.
And then tapos doon, I was out in the office for my 21 years. I was out for 8 years in my office, no? So first doon sa drugs ko inassign. And next naman doon sa bundok, no? Doon sa bundok, sa training center.
Tinapon ka lang.
Tinapon ka lang. ang nakita ko, gusto nila yun para mag-retire talaga ako. Ma-discourage na ako, hindi man. Sabi ko, ganito. So, gusto ninyo. The more that I will work hard, no?
Yeah.
I'll show you that I am capable wherever I will be planted. I will bloom wherever I will be planted. Imagine na ka, masakit yun, ma'am. Talagang nung sinabihan ako nga, kasi you choose saan daw ko gustong magpa-detail ba, magpa-assign. Kasi ayaw namin sa iyo. Nang nagsabi noon yung city administrator namin, pagkatapos noon, ma'am, nag-drive ako na parang walang direction kasi masama ang loob
Yeah,
ko, no?
of course.
After that. So, ang isa pa nga masakit, I was awarded that time as the Outstanding Veterinarian in Government Service. Pagkatapos inilagay doon sa bundok.
What did you do in the bundok?
Ay,
And
nagtanim.
nag-NPA ka talaga.
Nagtanim, ma'am. Alam mo, kasi di ba ang papa ko is farmer, so I know how to, to plant some. So ang ginawa ko doon, ma'am, kasi tinapon ako doon. Meron mga tauhan na mga talagang mga farmer. So nagtanim kami ng mga gulay. Then yung mga gulay, binibenta namin. No? And the sales pupunta sa government. First time in history, nung na-assign ako doon, na nagka-income ang CREMDEC, ang tawag doon CREMDEC, ang office na yon, nagka-income in a year ng 100,000 sa sales lang ng mga flowering plants, lahat ng yung mga ornamentals.
About mais. Cebu is
Mais also we
famous
also
for
that.
mais.
Yes, mais. We also have that, no?
What's
So,
that? Budbud kabug.
Bugdod Kabog is in the north.
Okay.
So, yun, doon. 3 years ako doon. After that, akala ko, kasi bago na namang mayor, kasi yung mayor ng that time, attorney Lavilla, namatay man. So, ang next na, ang pumalit sa kanya, yung vice mayor. Ang vice mayor, garon, si Mike Rama na naman. So, akala ko, pababa na ako, then ibalik ako sa office ko. Ay, hindi man. Doon na ako sa office, yung under sa mayor's office. So, gusto talaga nilang manmanan ako. So, sabi ko, ano ba yung tiningnan ko yung designation, mayor's parang advisor ng mayor. So, nung ganun, for veterinary aspect. So, ang ginawa ko, nag-train ako kasi kulang man ang vaccinator ng aming office sa DBMF. So, sabi ko, we cannot imagine 80 barangays in Cebu City. So, kung 7 lang, 6 ang vaccinator, hindi kaya yun, even in one barangay. So, nag-train ako ng mga vaccinators. Kahit mga kapitan, nagpa-train, councilors, no? Nag-train ako ng mga vaccinators, no? In the entire 80 barangays. Imagine ka, kung hindi ako naging malapit na mag-retire, hindi ko napasok lahat ng mga barangays doon sa Cebu City that I'm driving, no? So, sa awa ng Panginoon, very receptive, no, ang mga officials. So, yun, ang problema lang, may times na kulang man ang vaccine, mabuti nagbigay ka sa amin sa Cebu City. Hindi lahat ng mga vaccinators sa mga barangays nila nakapagbakuna. But anyway, those areas naman na hindi nagbakuna, wala naman silang cases sa rabies, no? So, ang tinutukan na lang namin yung barangays na may kaso sa rabies. So, we categorize it as high risk, low risk, and medium risk and low risk. So, we focus more on the high risk areas. So, yun. So, 2 taon ko sa mayor's office. So, 3 years sa CREMDEC, sa bundok, nagtanim ng... Pero marami ang na-appreciate kasi mayroon akong area
Of course.
may area ako na pinadevelop na maging siyang parang ang attraction ba, no? Kung whoever wants to relax kasi doon sa baba, doon sa city masyado ng maraming
Urbanized.
So doon sila sa bundok, pwede sila doon uupo-upo, then maganda ang hangin, yung ganun. So yun ang ginawa ko. So far marami naman ang natuwa. So, nung nag-training naman ako, ang mga barangay natuwa. Kasi hindi na kailangan maghintay pa sila, mag-request. Binigyan na lang namin ng vaccine. So, kung magbabakuna sila, mag-schedule sa area nila, kukuha lang sila ng vaccine doon sa office. Then, i-report nila ang mga nabakunahan, yung mga lista. Because we have also from yung project ng Bill and Melinda Gates na meron pang
what about that? You won that. You're
No, I was awarded in by HSI in Las Vegas.
what's HSI?
Human Society International. That was the first NGO that supported DVMF through me. No, actually, it was Mona Consonida Coalition time nag-sponsor organize ng training ng catching, spay and neuter. How are you going to convince your chief executive and even the mga councilors to fund your project? So that time, 72 kami. May NGO, may katulad ko from LGU. Pero sa 72 namin na nag-attend ng training, ako lang ang nag-implement what I learned from the training. Kasi yung sa akin, ma'am, every time ipadala ako or my training akong na-attendan, talaga, kung anong nakuha ko doon, i-apply ko sa office. No? So during that time, from bad to good ang ginawa ko. Una, ang mag-impound kami ng aso palagi kasi ang iniisip ko nung una, dapat hulihin lahat ng mga aso na doon sa kalsada. Imagine ka, 2 teams ang sa amin ng impounding team. Merong south, merong north, no? Or merong gabi, merong umaga. And magmimo ako talaga na you have to catch 50 dog per team. Imagine ka, ang dami ng aso na pinapatay. Ang una, kasi ginawa na yun nung former
What year
city
was
vet.
this?
2009. And then, tapos pag nahuli yung aso, ang ginagamit nung una, hindi pa man lethal injection. Ang ginamit, tambutso ba?
Yeah.
Oh, so basta lahat ng mga bad na ginawa namin sa office, i-change ko. So nakita yun. Kasi mahilig bang ko mag-post sa Facebook. Gi-monitor pala lahat ng nag-attend. So sa lahat, ako lang ang nag-implement. Nung time na in-announce ko sa Facebook na tomorrow will be destroying our gas chamber kasi we will now use lethal injection na talaga. Nakita noon sa HSI, si Rahul Sigalman ang noon, director, nakita niya. So tinawagan ako midnight, hindi ako na believe na it's really true. Parang kala ko frank lang to na, why we call you? Because we will be supporting you and we'll be giving you a grant of $50,000. Sabi ko, ha? Totoo?
Yeah, in that time, that's a lot of
Well,
money.
yeah, that's already a lot of money. So what I did, ma'am, kasi in the government, if the money will be transferred to our treasurer and then we will procure some supplies, yung $50,000, hindi na maging $50,000.
Yes.
Then the amount of the supplies will be jacked up. So ang sinabi ko ni Rahul that time sa HSI na wag na ninyong i-transfer ang money. Bibili na lang kayo ng supplies. Then we will liquidate. And then how much is that supplies that you given to us? So yun, silang bumili lahat. Suture, tranquilizer, anesthetics, and the rest of the things that we need for the spay and neuter. So yun. Then wala pa merong na-train na sa amin na vet for spay and neuter. Pero dalawa lang, no? Dalawa lang sila. Dalawa. So nag-hire ang HSI ng vet. So ang sabi ko, para walang masabi ba na ang mga pera wala akong nahawakan. So yung mga vets doon, ang sahod nila direct to their account. No? Kahit yung mga para-vets, doon diretso sa kanila ang sahod. So nung time naman, nakita ni Rahul, di ba, yun lang muna, dapat ang spay and neuter. Nakita niya na mas maganda lahat ng mga LGU vets, no, na gustong magpa-train ng spay and neuter, nag-train. Imagine ka, 1 week sila nandito. Ang nagpakain na yung HSI, yung sa pamasahe sa kanila. Tapos, after graduation, they will be given as set, no? Yung spay and
hook and all of that.
After noon, nakita na maganda, I was invited to attend expo, animal care expo in US. No, first time is in attended in Las Vegas, and I didn't know that they're going to give me an award, no recognition, and then during the next expo, I was invited to become a speaker. The title is Then and Now. So, ang dami kong fans, ma'am. Uy, grabe sila. Nagluwa-luwa yung iba. Kasi nung nakita nila ba, ang changes na ginawa ko, imagine kahit sa yung aso na ini-impound, ilagay mo sa isang cage lang. Sa isang cage, 10 sila nung una. So, na-change ko yan. Naghingi ako ng budget na mabuti sinuportahan ako ni former Mayor Tammy Osmeña. 1 dog per cage na. So, grabe ang changes. Tapos, yun nga, sinira ko then pag-catch ng dog. Nung una, ma'am, tire wire ang gamitin. Kaya, less ang ma-adapt dahil nga, yung mga aso, ng tawag doon, basta masama talaga yung kawawa talaga yung aso. Na, when we do that, everybody in the country is following us ng paggamit ng tire wire. Nung we stop it using the net, everybody now is using net na wala ng tire wire. Pero nung umpisa, yung mga tauhan ko ayaw gumamit sa tawag doon, yung net. Kasi mabigat man.
Yeah.
Yung sa tire wire, madali lang, ganun lang nila. So nagmemo ako sa mga tauhan ko. Anybody who makita ko na gumamit ng tire wire instead of ang net, I will recommend for termination. So nasanay na sila. So our office now becomes the trainer to other LGUs who wants to use the tawag na the net. Oo. So yun.
Very
changes.
colorful.
Very colorful yung ko pag stay ko sa Cebu City government. Kaya nasayang ba na imagine I was out for 5 years before I retire. 5 years I was out. So yung 5 years sana marami na akong nagawa, 'di ba? So, but anyway, ganyan yun siguro lang. Pero tanggap ko rin. Pero pagbalik ko, doon ko in-implement. Yun, doon mo ko nabigyan mo kami ng award. No? Kasi pagbalik ko, sabi ko, kaya na-viral man yung office namin, yung PAW namin before ako bumalik.
Yes.
Dahil nga palagi na silang nag-impound, hindi na makahiga yung ibang aso, nagkamatay. No? Nung nalaman ko yun, so sabi ko, pag mabalik ako, I will have to change it. No? Kasi nung una, parang role model kami sa Cebu City. So, nung binalik ako ng former mayor ni Mayor Raymond Alvin Garcia, mabuti na lang naisip niya na ibalik na lang siya, balik ako. Kahit alam niya na iba ang kulay ko. When you say kulay, iba ang yung sa political, so binalik niya ako. Sinabihan ko siya, Mayor, alam mo, hindi ba iba ba ang kulay ko? Sabi niya, I don't care. Ang nakita ko sa iyo, Doc, no, na subaybayan daw niya. Kahit saan ako i-assign, ang office maging maganda ang takbo. So sabi niya, just do your job, sabi niya. So nung binalik ako, mabuti si Mayor Garcia ang asawa is animal lover, including it's only in our office or in the local government that our city, in the city hall, there are roaming dogs adopted by them. No? So yun, doon nag-start na sabi ko, I can do it, no, yung CNVR. Nung ni-review ko yung ordinance namin, meron doon CNVR na we can impound dogs, and then if the dog is have a good
Temperament
and
healthy.
Healthy. So, instead na euthanize, kasi ang iba, euthanize man. Ako, I don't want to euthanize dogs. No? So, because it's not their fault. So, it's a fault of the owner. Why they let their dog roam in the streets? So, ang ginawa ko, inaano ko, na we will impound dogs in the streets. Yung priority is yung babae na maganda ang katawan. Tapos CNVR. So we spay, and then pagkatapos 3 to 5. At first pala sauli kaagad namin pagkahapon, pero may nag-feedback sa amin na yung hindi pa healed.
Yeah.
So, ang ginawa namin, 3 to 5 days. So, 3 to 5 days after, isinauli namin saan siya.
That was the time I gave you cages.
Yes, that's why I ask you because the reason why kunti lang ang matawag doon, mahuli or
Because you're limited with the
you give
recovery.
18, I think 18 pa collapsible
Yeah.
kwan. So yun ginamit namin. So yun. At first, ma'am, akala ko yung mga tao magalit sa akin. Because they didn't know what is CNVR. They are not used to that kind of na program. No? So nung ginawa ko yan, ma'am, kahit isa, walang nag-disagree. All happy, they're praising me that to something like that.
Yeah.
So yun, ginawa namin. And mga institutions like schools, like, kasi talk of the town na hindi na mag-impound ang DBMF dahil CNVR na. So actually, yung CNVR, we still impound dogs. Like for example, if may dog na sa tawag doon sa barangay na walang may-ari, na walang nagsabi na may-ari pero nanganak. So usually dogs that 'di ba nanganak, ano man sila, very jealous sa mga puppies
Yeah,
na. So
they're very
mga
protective.
Oo,
Oo.
very protective. So ang ginawa namin, yun ang kukunin, priority namin, kukunin, ilagay sa pound pagkatapos pag malaki na ang puppies, i-spay namin ang mama, then ibalik namin kung saan siya kinuha. Then yung mga anak, kung pwede na ma-spay at saka kapon namin, then have it for adoption. So yun
No,
ang,
it's incredible because I always have this saying if life throws you shit, make fertilizer and grow. And you seem to fit that. You seem to fit that quote very well. No, I mean, going back to 2009, you were saying that was the time when you were saying something in 2009 because the law for rabies,
1998. Oh,
no, 2007, the
the
Rabies Act.
Act. Yeah, the Rabies Act.
Animal Welfare is 1998.
98, Rabies Act.
Then Rabies Act. And who was the person who was the group who agreed that there should be no roaming dogs?
It's the one,
Who's
the
the
committee. I think it's the committee.
TWG.
Yeah, the TWG. Actually, ma'am, ang sabi ko lang, kasi all of them are not really in the field. Meaning, they don't have experience in the field.
This is what I'm saying. There are people making policies
Yes, that they don't know. They
that
don't.
they know because they're not on the ground, in
Yes,
the
that's
field.
right.
It's
They're-
very different.
Yes, it's really different, ma'am. Like, ang one in, I think it's an animal welfare and also sa Rabies Act, na dapat ang aso itali, dapat ang aso i-cage, ganon. Hindi man maganda yan. The reason why, if you compare the roaming dogs or the street dogs from the house dog, sa data ng DOH, it's almost all that bite or that beat a person are house dogs. Very few only are roaming dogs. Why? Because roaming dogs or street dogs or stray dog are more sociable. Imagine even in Cebu City, they know how to cross using the pedestrian.
Correct!
And they know that it's still stop and go. No, I have my friend has had video gani noon no para ma-prove na talagang no, these dogs we have to coexist with them. As long as you don't harm them, they won't bite you.
You know, this is the thing that really bothers me because right now there's a lot of there's a TWG for Capon, and the TWG from Capon for the policies as to for the IRR.
Okay.
So IRR is implementing rules and regulations, and TWG is technical working group. For those of you who are not familiar, are not people who are used to
Work in the field.
work in the field.
Yes.
They don't go into the bancas. They don't go to places where there's no electricity. They don't. So what gives them the right? What gives them the right to make policies of which they have no experience from?
Then another thing sa ma'am, no? Yung bago sila maggawa na they limit a surgeon to what to how many will be fixed. Nagtanong sila sa mga surgeons, lahat ng surgeons. Kasi sa amin, yung surgeon ko kahit 50 siya lang mag-isa, kaya niya.
And it depends kung 50 male cats.
Ay, ang
Saglit
dami.
lang yun.
Ako ma'am, kahit 100, kahit may PWD na ako,
Oo.
kaya ko pa rin.
Wait, what happened to your finger?
Because I'm diabetic na infected. Oo.
So that's what I'm saying, na at the end of the day, you cannot run a marathon if you don't know how to run.
Correct.
You train for it.
Yes.
Unti-unti, which is why it takes so long to become a surgeon.
Yes.
Like us, when we take in new fresh grads, it takes at least 6 months under the vigilance of a trained doctor. Doc Jam, Doc Joden, Doc Jackson. They watch you, they help you, especially pag female.
Kami nga ma'am, dahil one of our vet in the office is teaching in one of the universities and ang subject niya is surgery. So yung mga clinician niya nasa office namin, talagang gumawa, ang galing na. These people should be trained, no? So as when they graduate, no? When they graduate and then pumasa, madali na, hindi na tayo mag-training.
Which is what they don't have, the training.
Yeah, training
that's a gap.
talaga, ma'am.
That's a gap, especially
Yes.
surgery.
Yeah, surgery.
That's a big gap.
Another thing, sad ma'am, yung sa amin, mabuti na lang, mayroon na ngayong specialization. Pero wala pang specialization on spay and neuter. So dapat sa mga schools i-introduce yan. Lalo na sa tawag doon, mga clinicians na about to graduate. Doon
Yeah,
sila.
well, especially because the data that we have from a very important research analyst and think tank, and it's only dogs that they're talking about. We will reach 29 million strays dogs by 2029.
See?
If
Then
you just do the compounding,
And another thing, sad, nung una, ma'am, we focus only on dogs because they're the ones who get rabies, no?
Well,
but now,
also because of that law.
Yeah.
Because that law specifies dog and not
dogs.
cat.
But
That's
no,
my problem.
we have to include the cat. Right
Correct.
now, in Cebu City, ma'am, if we do our biyaya activity and even in our office, no, more cats because cats are more prolific than the dogs. And then if you have lots of cats, and what will happen? And then, it's good that we have cats, no? Okay, for me, I'd rather have lots of cats than lots of rats. But, ang dapat hindi lang ngayon ang sa population control, ang tutukan is yung aso. Dapat sali din ang pusa.
Yes.
And another thing, ma'am, when I was invited, one of the forum, international forum, I was one of the, parang tawag doon, yung mag-react ba at saka mag-present ng yung sa rabies control. Kasi there was nag-argue kami nung isang speaker which is a certified rabies control in the international. Kasi sabi niya, he doesn't support more on spay and neuter. Ang gusto niya is talagang vaccination lang yung focus. Sabi ko, it's okay if you have lots of budget. But if you don't have, you have also to work or to couple population control and rabies control. Now, like for example, sabi ko sa kanya, like in what we experience in Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, we were given a lot of vaccines that I heard that some of the vaccines in other areas nag-expire. Why? Because there's no vaccinator. Marami kang ng vaccine pero wala kang vaccinator. That's the reason why sa akin sa Cebu City nung bumalik ako, nag-train ako ng vaccinator. So as marami tayong bakuna, especially magamit no. As long as also these trained vaccinators dapat may agreement na bibigyan mo sila ng pagpumasa na sila sa sa actual. So, bibigyan mo ng certificate and they are oriented na ang bakuna lang ninyo yung rabies. Kasi yung iba, nag-isip naman na, baka magdoktor-doktor na naman, magbakuna ng ibang...
Konduktor.
Sabi ko, no, especially if they are in the government, working in the government, they will not do that because alam na nila na pwede sila kasuhan.
You know, yes. So that's the other thing. The reason why also Biaya is training veterinarians for free for
Wow.
spay and
Wow,
neuter. Yes,
galing.
for free. So
That's
many
good.
na. In Metro Manila, I think we've done over 100. We will do again a next batch. Why? That's what I feel sometimes people, they like to talk, but they don't immerse themselves in the problem.
Yeah.
And because they don't immerse themselves in the problem, they're not on the ground, they don't see the gaps. So what are the gaps? Our population, stray animal and regular animal increasing.
Yeah.
That's number one. Bite incidences are increasing.
Yes.
Human vaccines for rabies are just being given willy-nilly
Yeah.
because they are not sure. So much spent on that.
Yes.
Okay?
In fact, the budget for human vaccines are mataas kaysa the one na dapat ang aso ang bibigyan ng malaki ang budget.
Correct. And because it's so much cheaper.
Oh yeah, it's cheaper but because hindi man makabuto yung aso at saka pusa kaya ganyan siguro.
Oh, yes.
So, actually ma'am no, hindi sa me personally and some people there in Cebu really appreciate what you're doing. Even told some of our officials that if not for Biaya Animal Care through you, upo lang kami. Kasi wala man ming supplies na. Lalo na sa spay and neuter. At lalo na binigyan mo kami ng, imagine ka, nagbigay ng dental machine, ng CBC machine, yung sterilizer, yung surgical table.
Lights.
With lights. Ha?
Surgical lights.
So, yung ganun ba na walang taong nakapag-isip niyan. Sa Pilipinas, ewan ko sa iba. Sa tao, siguro sa human hospital. Pero sa hayop, wala. It's you only. And then, yung talagang walang question na nagbigay ka ng supplies, yung mga ganun. Kung wala palagi, ma'am, kung hindi ka nagbigay, matagal na kaming umuupo. Wala. Kasi wala man ming supplies na, ubos na.
No, kasi for me, I don't know, maybe because women normally take care of the home. They're the
yeah.
ones who take care of the home. And so in the house, you see what can be fixed right away. Right? And so sometimes nagigigil ako. Because these things are things na low-lying fruit, pwede mo mapitas ka agad. You just need to fund it, to get people together. And I know there are so many other problems in this country. Alam ko yan. But my other hashtag is animal welfare is human welfare. Because once you take care of the animals, you will always have,
Yes.
the humans will be okay. And that is from companion to livestock, to food
Yes,
security.
because if there is welfare of the animals, walang masyadong sakit.
Correct.
Lalo na kung pinifeed mo, lahat binigay mo sa welfare ng hayop, walang magkasakit. Another pa ang makuan ko, ma'am, share sa iyo, no? I'm so blessed talaga, no? Na kahit hindi mo pa ako pinasali ng biyaya, I'll still do the project, no? In my personal, my private capacity. Pero every now and then, siyempre, hingi ako ng mga supplies.
Yes.
No? Ang nakita ko, ma'am, ang dami din pala ang mga responsible owner.
Yes, there are.
Just lately, yung
Yun, St. John's, the collab with St. John's.
Veterinary Hospital. Tinawagan ko lang siya, I propose na, Dok, pwede ganito, ganyan. So, maganda yan, Dok. Siya, sige, anyway, bago yung hospital niya, hindi pa masyadong kilala din. And then, his concept, or he has an aim, same as what we are. Even though business side sa kanya. So sabi ko, sige Dok, we will try first. No?
There is nothing wrong with business.
Yes. Oo.
For as long as it's within, and that you also give back. You know, if people were doing what we are doing, and some other NGOs are also doing this, not in a big scale, but some, and some other thing, this problem of rabies, this problem of stray population would not be there.
Yeah.
But now it's tipped over.
Yeah.
It's already in the other side. So to be able to regain to some sort of manageable thing will take a long time.
Yes, very. Like, ang isa ka important is to educate also the owners.
Correct.
No? And not only the owners, ma'am, including the politicians. Because
Yes.
some of them or most of them don't understand
No.
what is in their mind. Yung ako nga, ma'am, pag sinasabi na, ipahuli mo yung mga aso, huliin mo lahat. Sabi ko, oh yeah, we will catch them. But see in VR. Tanong sila, ano man yan? So, nung some of them, nagsabi ako na ganito. Kasi kung we will kill these dogs, kahit hubusin mo yung kuha, hindi pwede, hindi mo magawa yan. Kasi like may nag-hit doon na area, then mag-meeting sila. So, ayan, mabuntis. So, kung ilan ang anak, so walang katapusan. So,
No, you know, that's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, no? That the population has grown.
yes. Including humans nga.
Oh, di ba? It's a human and animal population, right? Now, if catching or trapping, we call it TNVR, you call it CNVR, it's the
CNVR.
same thing.
Yeah, the same.
But impounding and euthanizing obviously did not
So,
solve the problem.
Yes.
But why do you keep using the same so-called solution?
even though it's not successful,
It's getting worse.
WHO has already stated that impounding doesn't solve the problem. But right now, WOA, World Organization of Animal Health, agrees that it should be coupled with population control and rabies control. Now, going back to rabies, kahit na magbakuna ka, but you were not able to reach 80%, ang pinaka 90% of the population in the area, hindi mo nabakunahan, you will never have zero rabies.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, in Cebu City, no, ang experience ko, isang barangay, the biggest barangay in Cebu City, Guadalupe. She was the former tawag doon, animal health counselor. No? Then ngayon naging kapitan na siya. Nung nag-train, propose siya sa akin, Doc, I have 20 personnel, i-train mo as vaccinator. So ni-train ko. Nag-house to house. Ngayon, sa awa ng Panginoon, wala nang kaso sa rabies. See? So, kung talagang i-house to house, dito naman, ma'am. When I was, yung nag-city vet pa ako, nag-offer ako ng house call or home service. Kasi nakita ko, kaya pala yung area, maraming areas na hindi na zero ang rabies is because not all, all dogs mabakunahan. Ikaw, let's say, may 10 ka. Meron nga kaming libre in the center, no, magbakuna. Pero hindi mo man madala ang 10. So maybe 3 lang ang madala mo. So yun lang ang mabakunahan. Doon ko nalaman, ang dami palang mga tao may-ari ng mga aso, pusa. So home service it's free because it's during office hour, and then mabakunahan din, marehistro pa.
You know, actually, that was one of the ordinances that I questioned in one of the cities here. Because they said you're only allowed 2 dogs or 3 dogs or 4 dogs or whatever number. It's limited. But normally they have more than that kasi wala ngang spay and neuter. So dadami yan. Right? They will only... even if you do house to house, but because that ordinance says you cannot have more than this number of dogs, itatago nila yon. And then And then they will present because the registration, they will present. And then, yung bahay na yon is natamaan ng rabies. Why? Kasi yung 6, hindi na because of the ordinance. So, this is another thing that where I'm saying, we have to...
May ordinance ganun?
Yes.
Sa amin, walang...
Meron din ordinance if you are a street dweller or if you are not, what do you call that? Yung hindi ka resident, but squatter
You're
ka.
renting or what?
No, squatter ka.
Squatter,
Oo.
Oo.
You're not entitled to bakuna.
Huh?
Yes, I'll tell you later
Ay.
which city, this big city.
Hindi maganda yon.
Exactly. So it's anti-poor.
Anti-poor. Yeah, it's really anti-poor. Sa amin nga, merong may, pareho nun, magkariton, pero may aso. So, yung aso niya, kasi it's the bond, na may bonding ang aso at saka yung may-ari, no? It doesn't mean na poor siya, hindi siya pwedeng mag-take care ng aso. Mas magaling pa nga sila mag-love compare ng mga nagpa-as if na love dog lover, pero talagang yung aso kinukulong lang hanggang mamatay, no? So, yun ang tutulungan mo. So, what you have to do, bakunahan, then ikapunlaygit, then ibalik sa kanya.
Yeah,
Yung
and
ganun.
that's exactly what we have to do because, for example, it's happened already to me once. I have the video. I should share it, no? Where, because I'm friends with some of the MMDA street sweepers along EDSA, then Lucia will call me, and then she'll say, "Ma'am, may DSWD picked up this older street dweller, and the dog was still inside the karaton and left there. And then they
Oy,
were gonna
kawawa.
get the dog, right? So we were able to get it. So now there's another case again in Manila. That's why I'm talking to Vice Mayor Chi because same, the DSWD went to pick up the old person na karaton and she loved her dog, Astig, very much. We don't know where Astig is, so we're looking. The barangay doesn't want to give us the video. We want to see who got Astig because we want to make sure Astig is okay because super mabait. So there are gaps in the law like that. You have street dwellers who have their animals. Once DSWD picks them up, what's gonna happen to that animal? Or for example, in the States, this is very common. I don't know if it happens here, where a wife or a partner will not separate from an abusive partner because they cannot live without the
Without the
dogs.
dog.
Or now human shelters in the States, especially when it's cold, many shelters now are accepting street dwellers with animals. So that at least kasama yung animals. So there are all these nuances. Or, for example, Justice, that was a dog that was clubbed to death. Clubbed, not to death. Clubbed, almost to death because she had puppies, protective of her puppies. The children wanted to get the puppies, so she bit kids. So the tanod went, made Silo, the dog, and then the
Pinatay?
2 boys, almost. We were able to save the mama dog. We call her Justice. She's with me now. We were able to adopt out all the puppies. But when I got to that place, nagkaso na kami, it is a 13-year-old and a 17-year-old boy plus the father who's a tanod. There's nowhere to put the boy for rehabilitation, for learning. There is no home for children in that particular
City.
So what are we gonna do?
Yeah.
So there are so many gaps where, again,
Ma'am,
it's animal and human connected.
Ma'am, there's a big gap in this area. Budget. Department of Health always, bakunahan. They don't respect us, meaning us, the veterinarian, who vaccinate these dogs. Imagine ka, nakagat malayo sa ulo, then the dog sa kanila, bakunado, pero babakunahan pa rin nila. How much is the budget right now sa human vaccine, sa DOH? Malaki. Pero meron bang budget sa mga aso? Nagbigay ba sila? Who brought or who is the carrier of rabies? It's a dog. Why not give ample budget for rabies sa aso para kung makagat ang tao, hindi na siya matawag doon, hindi matakot na magka-rabies siya.
Yeah, and then keep and isolate the dog for 2 weeks.
Yes. Oh,
It's
yun.
like me. I get bitten every time because there's just too many things. And it's not bite because they're mad at me. It's play bite. Karinyo ba? Kasi I'm, I get gigil eh. Right?
So, yun ang
I just let it be.
Isang malaking gap yan, ma'am, talaga. Kaya doon nung una, nung tinapon ako, no, so aside sa nag-train ng mga vaccinator every Monday, kasi ang daming magpabakuna doon sa City Health, sa Bite Treatment Center. Noon ako nagli-lecture na ang sinasabi ko sa kanila, yung mga tao na, di ba, tawag doon, alamang ang may alam. So, yun, sinabi ko sa kanila, hindi lahat ng aso nangagat may rabies. At ang tanong, bakit kayo kinagat? Then,
What was you were telling me? Your data?
my data. Yes.
What's your data?
The data for the bite cases?
Yeah, that they're all provoked.
No. Oh, yes. 90% of the bites are provoked. And then, most of the biting animals are house dogs. It's not the roaming dogs. And then, yung biting, yung provoke, bakit ka kinagat ng aso? So, it's not the fault of the dog. The dog will bite. Hindi manuntok kasi, di ba? So that's their natural behavior. So yun ang ko sa mga tao. So nung mag-lecture ko, ma'am, 50% aalis yun, umuwi. Kasi sinasabi ko sa kanila, you are wasting your time. Another pa, maaga kayo pumupunta sa bite treatment para mauna kayo. Pangatlo, kung ikaw ang may-ari ng aso, hindi mo alam kung yung kondisyon ng aso. Kung ako pa'y aso, wala na. Gibalikas na ka sa binisaya. Yung sinabihan ka na hindi maganda. Kasi wala kang tawag trust sa akin, sa iyo ako. So yun, no? Pag 5 to 7 days, yun talaga. Kasi sa data namin, sa diagnostic laboratory, 5 days lang talaga, ma'am. Pag may rabies, patay na ang aso. Kaya sabi ko 5 to 7 days. So, but the maximum is 14 days. But pag lumagpas na ng 5 to 7 days, yung aso, yung mata, siga sa Bisaya, na yun, kiat, no? Malikot, then
drinking water.
Then kumakain, ganun pa rin. So, mas mau naman mamatay ang aso kaysa iyo. So, yun. Na kung wala, hindi nakapupunta sa bite treatment center. Kasi ngayon, kung pupunta ka sa animal bite treatment center, 2 shots lang ang libre. The other 2 shots, magbayad ka. And then I observe, I do not know here in Manila, I observe now in Cebu, ang dami ng mga bite treatment center. So nakita ko na there must be someone or somebody from the Department of Health, sorry taga Department of Health, but iyan ang na parang franchise ba na maggawa ka ng animal bite treatment center para doon privately, doon sila pupunta. They are not educating the people na kung makagat ka, hindi lahat na kinagat dapat magpabakuna. Yun ang nakita ko. So still, because they buy rabies vaccines and then
they need to sell it and not make it go expired.
I do not know. Parang ganun. Joke. Joke na may totoo siguro.
Hello, Butangeras. We should name this title, this Butangeras. No, but okay, so there's that gap. You know what the other gap is, I noticed? Kasi we were trying to prepare the budget last with Senator Grace po with regards to rabies. One of the things that I noticed is not every province has actually, there's only 2 or 3 really centers where you can test whether the dog is rabid or not. Yung ulo.
As I learned, ma'am, I have known when I was still working with the Department of Agriculture, but even though I still have coordination with them, no, almost all regions or there's an animal diagnostic laboratory that tests
Really?
rabies. Yes, ma'am. FAT, using FAT.
Okay.
You just go
Because
there.
before
Then it's for free.
Because what I know is not all the provinces have.
Not province, regional.
Region, punyemas.
Oh, regional.
Region. So, paano yon? Region 1 is 9 hours from top to bottom.
Kung hindi doon sila punta sa region, dito sa National Diagnostic Lab.
Yeah,
we have that at Bureau of Animal Industry.
Exactly. But if you're from Pagudpud, are you gonna bring 10 heads for surveillance to check if those dogs have rabies or not?
Oh, you can send it to...
Yeah, but who's gonna do that? Who's gonna spend time?
It
That's
should-
12
it should-
hours.
it-
That's 12 hours.
It
no?
should be the provincial vet or the city
But
vet
they
in the
don't.
area.
So this is the gap that I'm saying, that the surveillance
And now
is not there. It's not practiced. Kasi there could be dormant
yes, that's
rabies.
true.
If you're gonna euthanize the dog anyway, because you don't have space. I mean, let's explain this. A lot of people say, "Oh, I really get upset." Oh, no. Ipa-rescue yung dog sa city pound. Sorry, when the pound catches the animal, it is not rescuing. It is impounding, which means there's a limited time for how long the
in the ordinance or in the tawag doon sa sa Rabies Act is 3 days only.
3 days is by law.
by
But
law.
some LGUs keep them longer.
Sa amin, ma'am, hanggang buhay siya.
Okay, but
or
some
hanggang may
cannot
mag-adapt.
because they cannot go and catch.
Oh, yeah.
All right?
yes.
So that's another point. Okay? So they euthanize them. So my
Yes,
point
mostly.
is, if you're gonna euthanize them anyway, well, if you're gonna euthanize, what I'm told, there is a certain place that they euthanize about 800 in a month.
My God. Oh, sorry.
So if you're gonna euthanize 800 in a month, every week, every Friday is your kill day. So why not as well take 10 heads from your kill day and send
then
it to have
submit
it to submit
Yes.
it every
Oh, yeah.
week like
Yes.
clockwork for
Yes.
surveillance to see if there's dormant. There's that one gap. So there is the next gap. But there's not because it's regional. It's too far. If it's too far, they won't bother.
But if that area has near regional diagnostic lab, they can send it there also.
Yes, I know. But a lot of the times, no vehicle, no gasoline for sending. No, you get it? So, there's that. So, we don't really know the status. So, this supposed 426 cases of rabies in animal, that is not a proper number. Because we don't really know if that's... You get what I
Yes,
mean?
yes,
Because it should be dogs that were tested, and even that will not be complete because there's so many dogs dying here and there that have rabies that we didn't know kasi hindi sila na-test.
Na-test. Oo.
Okay, so there's that. The other gap. So, one city I'm close to. Then, he called and he said, Ma'am Rins, naawa ko kasi this dog or that dog, ayoko na mag-euthanize, umiiyak na yung mga ibang vets ko dito. Nagkalyo na ang akong... yes. And I said, bakit ka kasi naghuhuli? Hindi, wala ka ng pakain. Ako nagbibigay ng pagkain. Wala ka ng mga cages. Naghuhuli-huli ka pa. Ano ka ba?
Tama.
Then he said to me, Ma'am, nagsusurrender. Oh, look. What did our friend in Mandaluyong say? He has 8 to 10 surrenders a
Per
day.
dog. A day. Sa amin,
8 to 10.
may bayad ang sa amin
Well,
mag-surrender
that's what
ka.
I'm gonna try to say. No, make it higher. Make the bayad higher. 8 to 10. He goes, then it's gonna be my problem because if I don't take them
And
in,
then,
I'm going to have to catch them in the road. Right?
Pero sa amin, ma'am, is dinidiscourage or ino-offer namin ng iba. Like, for example, ikaw mag-surrender ka, you have to pay 2,005 plus howling fee, kung kami ang kukuha sa aso, another 500. So, you spend 3,000. Pero, namin, challenge, bigyan namin sila ng alternative na, ma'am, bakit mo i-surrender? Kasi nangagat daw, kasi maraming sabi namin, yung maingay daw, yung kapitbahay, nag-complain. So sabi namin, ma'am, kaya natin, spay or neuter. Then let's see, 1 week after or 1
Baka
month after.
tatahimik.
Baka tatahimik. Yung iba, talagang
Yeah,
mag-agree.
okay.
Then after that, na wala na, hindi na sinusurrender. So maybe na tawag doon, na relieve na yung problema. And another sa amin, ma'am, sa 'di ba dahil sa CNVR, isa lang ang na-euthanize namin last year. Sa na-impound na aso nung former na nandoon na. Kasi may sakit man. So ayaw namin na kung may sakit na
Yeah, I
mag-suffer
understand
sila. Oh, so last year, isa lang ang namin na talagang na
Yeah, there's so many
euthanize.
gaps talaga in all these things, and we cannot solve everything in one go, but if we can manage the population.
Yes. Yun talaga
Kasi,
yun
no-
ang beauty sa CNVR.
Yeah, well, that's my point. Like, for example, I think we're at 180 or something thousand kapons or something, whatever, almost 200,000, I'm not sure, in Biayas 3 years. Okay? Now, the story is not in the number, in that number. The story is the result of that number.
Yes.
Meaning, at least 20 million
Ang na-control.
ang nakontrol
Na
that will not
supposedly
be
it will
born
bad. Yes, that's right.
to cruelty, abuse, run over, to sickness,
yes.
to hunger.
Correct.
That is the big
Yes.
number.
Yes.
And there's another aspect. Han, can I have my cold thing? There's another aspect. What is that aspect? Hygiene, public safety.
Yeah.
All of these things, you can make a number for, but you cannot make a number for the goodness, the good energy.
Tama.
You know, that is what I'm saying. And when there is a compassion for animals, there is a very big chance you will also have compassion for your neighbor, for your
Yes.
kapitbahay, for your sister, for your brother, you know, because it teaches you how to be patient. These are salient points.
Yan ma'am, ang nakita ko nga mas maraming totoong animal lover compared to yung sa mayaman. Yung ibang mayaman na hindi talaga totoong mayaman lang. Pag nakita, gusto ko yan.
That brings me to my other point. We have a lot of Malinois, chow-chow, kasi siga, astig, they look good, no? And then, they cannot handle.
They cannot handle, totoo.
And so, when they cannot handle,
Ayun.
I
Correct.
mean, diba?
Yun ang kuan.
So for me, at the end of the day, where's that corgi, abe? Bring that corgi here and bring that
Is
here.
corgi, oh.
And
Diba?
si Borgi.
Si
Imagine,
Borgi.
these are purebred dogs.
Pero
Right?
sinurrender.
Sinurrender, and one was actually,
Hello.
we found,
Come
it
here.
was not us, it was our friend Miggy, who found her in BGC. And then, come here, pork chop.
Pork chop.
Pork chop.
na ba pangalan niya? Talaga.
Oo.
Pork chop.
Yeah. And she's a
Pork chop.
full
Come here.
corgi. Come
Corgi,
here.
oh. Corgi.
She's a
Ha?
full corgi. She's
Pure.
Pure corgi. And she was surrendered because the guy was leaving and going to work abroad na, and he was making us kulit in our booth in Glorieta, etc., etc.
Pogi, oh.
And
Maganda pala.
He
Beautiful.
was, and he was leaving the next day after when we picked it up. Now, I'm not gonna judge him. Maybe life circumstances. Not all of that. But please, parang, imagine if we didn't pick him up. I'm not sure what would
kawawa sa aso.
pick her up. I'm not sure. And not just because it's a corgi or it's a husky, but there's these things really. I really kasi don't wanna get angry, so I don't also wanna judge because malay mo something really happened. There should be some sort of support for places like this. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, dogs like this girl, Borgi, should not be allowed in the Philippines
Bito.
because they're too furry. They're double coated.
Mainit.
mainit, ma-humid. They're so hard to groom.
Yes.
They're so hard to, they have lots of diseases. Harder than the aspen to take care of because the aspen is already from here.
Kaya nga, ang campaign ko, ma'am, doon ay sa aspen is really good
For
to be,
us.
yung aso mo sa bahay. Kasi nga, kahit na may kuto or
They're strong.
hindi talaga,
Malakas.
parang wala lang. May heartworm, parang
Whenever
wala
we
lang.
whenever we do outreach na the aspens, we never have problems.
Yeah.
It's with the purebreds
Yes.
that we normally have problems.
Kami deep ang breath.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you so much. I think this was a really great podcast in terms of talking about what happens at the LGU side.
Yeah.
And where the gaps are. And there's so many more that we did not mention kasi hanggang bukas kami dito if we're going to be talking and making chika-chika. But we are not here to criticize. We are here because we have identified
Yes.
the problems and we have identified our capacity. In fact, I would dare say I'm actually above my own personal capacity because I've stretched myself really
Yeah.
so much. And we've built this organization and it's not easy because the organization requires for humans to be part of it.
Yeah.
And humans are very complicated
Yes.
species.
Mas complicated pa sa
Exactly.
kay aso at sa pusa.
Yeah. But anyway, nevertheless, here we are. We're doing this. And it's not to criticize. It is to be able to make aware
Yes.
to everybody because a lot of people are not aware. And why should they be? If you're an artist, if artista, you're doing movies, or if you're an engineer and you don't have animals, why would you know about all these problems?
Yes.
Why would you even care? But that's the point. You have to care. Because it's part of your community.
Yeah. In fact, ma'am, para sa akin din, no, yung paying forward,
Paying forward.
No. Paying
forward. Yes,
forward.
yes,
If you
yes.
pay forward, like for example, you have lots of, funds, and then you want to help. Kasi ang dami sabi, uy, kawawa ng aso.
Hanggang salita lang.
salita lang. But if you have, you can donate, no? You can, or sponsor an
Or
activity.
volunteer.
Or volunteer, yeah.
Ang daming pwede.
Dami talagang pwede nga gagawin. At saka sa mga LGUs na mga kasamahan ko, yung iba is like sa ginawa ko, no, sa CNVR, maraming LGUs na mga city, yung iba provincial, ayaw mag-implement sa ginawa ko. Pero yung iba nag-try na nag-follow, no? Pwede namang hindi yung kalahatan. Like you do it in establishment, no? In a supermarket, in a
Gasoline station.
gasoline
Always
station.
dogs in gasoline
Because
stations.
ma'am, in our peer area, no, the reason why they keep on bringing also for spay and neuter, and then CNVR, kasi these dogs helps the security guards. Kasi sometimes
in the port
nakatulog sila, but pag magtahol ng aso, so makagising sila at alam nila na may tao na pumasok, di ba? So,
Yeah, there's my favorite, Kilay and Friends.
Kilay and Friends. Oh,
I
he's
love
in
that. Yes.
Bugo.
Oo.
Doon may nagalit sa akin dahil daw kay bakit si Bandit, the marathon dog, pina-adapt ko. Tingnan mo daw si Kilay. Si Kilay, hindi siya inadapt, pero maraming taong nag-care sa kanya. Si Bandit, gusto lang nila na nag-appreciate sila, nag-run, pero nobody cares.
Running with the marathoners.
Oh, marathon. So, kung may pareho noon, ni-report na, ayun, maraming sugat kasi na nakapag-away ng ibang aso. Nobody nagtutok sa kanya. So, I opted it, adopted.
Yeah. No, that's why for me, yes, okay, magsalita, pero maggawa ka rin.
Kaya, yan. Ang dami, ma'am,
Hindi lang awa.
Ang-
Put a letter G in front. Gawa.
gawa talaga.
Oo.
Yun ang marami, ma'am. Marami yung ganun. No?
Oo.
So, ang sa akin lang na masabi sa mga kasamahan ko o saka yung mga talagang gustong tumulong, they can volunteer, no? If there are surgeons,
Yes.
they can volunteer. And then, in their area, kung wala naman, kung kulang sila sa gusto talaga sana nila, pero kulang sila sa
Supplies.
budget or supplies, they can contact us.
Yes.
We will help them.
Yeah.
No? Kasi, para hindi lang, yung iba kasi yung, biyaya, hindi lang sa biyaya yan na talagang maging tawag doon, kung maging successful ang goal
Yes.
natin, it's everybody's
It's everybody.
tayo ang
Correct.
Oh.
And my point is, let's help each other.
Correct.
And then it becomes your project. Oh,
Yes.
I'm not gonna claim it. It's
Oo,
yours.
kaya nga eh.
I don't care. Right? So, welcome on board,
Thank
Doc
you, Ma'am.
Alice.
Thank
Doc
you,
Alice
Ma'am.
is
Hey.
our Vismin head.
Thank
If you need anything, kung may kailangan po kayo dun sa
yes.
Vismin, you wanna coordinate small or big projects, please contact Doc Alice Utlang. You can find her on Facebook and we will put it in the comment section below how to contact her should you need any assistance or help for spaying and neutering. We will not be doing rescues in
Cebu and Mindanao. Yeah.
and Mindanao. We
Yeah.
will be coordinating rescues with other organizations,
Organizations.
but BIA will only do spay and neutering in Visayas and Mindanao. Salamat
Yes.
po. And sana po naintindihan nyo yung pagkaprangka po namin kasi at the end of the day, hindi naman prangka para i-criticize or para magtaray. It's to be able to get something done po. Kasi, eka nga, tama na, sobra na, galaw-galaw na, ha? Salamat, bye-bye!
Thank you. Bye.
Hello mga kabiyaya, kung nagugustuhan niyo po yung aming podcast, if it brings some value to you, please subscribe and like. Your subscriptions and your likes will help us also invite people over because people will understand that you do appreciate the conversations that we have. So please like, share, subscribe in our YouTube channel, in our Spotify. Let us know that you appreciate the conversations in and about animal welfare, the connections that those conversations make, and be a part of the movement for Stray-Free, Rabies-Free Philippines 2035, and also the movement that animal welfare is human welfare. Maraming salamat po. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and share.